I'm Gil Gerard. When powerboat drivers open throttle on their high-powered engines, there's no margin for error. As they hit speeds in excess of 100 miles per hour, they ride the dangerous line between winning and losing much more than just a race. As we're about to see, when they suddenly cross that line, a rescue team's quick response becomes a racer's only hope. At Marine Lake outside Fort Worth, Texas, these supercharged drag boats hit speeds of over 160 miles per hour in an all-out run for the finish line. At these high speeds, only a small portion of the boat remains in contact with the water, making them very sensitive to gusting wind currents. As they skim across the surface, the boats ride a razor's edge. On this summer day, veteran racer Jerry Davis prepares to ride that edge in a brand new, untested boat. His good friend, paramedic Jim Honay, recalls their sense of anticipation.
This is the first time Jerry had put this boat in the water, so we were kind of anxious about it. He wasn't real sure how it was going to run, and I had talked to his wife, Nancy, earlier, and she said, you know, watch Jerry today.
Davis looks good as he leaves the starting line, but then something goes terribly wrong. The impact catapults the boat 50 yards into the crowd. Miraculously, no one on shore is seriously hurt. But in the water, Jerry Davis lies motionless. In a split second, Jim Honay dives in and swims to his friend.
When you see a friend go in the water like that, there's a real deep inhalation and you forget to exhale.
Security, we need you down to the mishap area, please. Security to the mishap area.
Davis's boat flipped so fast that his safety parachute had no time to open. The momentum slammed him into the water at 120 miles per hour. Davis is not breathing. Honay opens the driver's mouth and clears his tongue from the back of his throat. Davis's injuries are critical. Though breathing again, he's in severe pain and can't even speak. Honay discovers signs of possible spinal injury. To protect Davis's spine, the rescue team guides him into a basket-type rescue litter. They winch him out of the water slowly and carefully. They must prevent any movement of the spine. One slip and Davis could be paralyzed.
Ladies and gentlemen.
The driver's vital signs are weak. Jim Honay quickly prepares him for a medevac airlift. Now another race begins. The race to meet an arriving helicopter. A race to survival or death.
Get this crowd away from there so the emergency people...
This is what paramedics call the golden hour. That vital first 60 minutes after an injury. It's the time when a life can be saved and permanent paralysis prevented. A time when literally every second is precious. A medevac chopper from Fort Worth touches down only moments later. Jim Honay and his rescue team get Jerry Davis to the hospital in only 19 minutes, and it saves his life. The drag boat driver recalls his near-deadly crash.
It just happened so fast. It's, like I say, just no time to think. The only thing I thought was when I hit the water, the water sure is hard, you know. I didn't even know if I was dead or alive, you know. I was hurting real bad, and I didn't know if I was dead or, alive, just trying to die or what. I didn't know what was going on. I couldn't talk.
Davis relives his dangerous ride.
The boat left, went so far it rolled over and the nose went over and kissed the water. And I left on downplated that time to let the nose come up. And when I did, the boat went back down again and it shot up like trying to go to the moon. And it threw me out. And I remember hitting the water with the back of my head and shoulders. And I said, well, it sounded like it was, man, it sure hurt. And I didn't know too much until later on that night in the hospital.
Jerry Davis continues to make a gradual recovery from his injuries.
And believe it or not, he's thinking about returning to powerboat racing.